Hi guys! Moving on with our matrix computations or different kinds of matrix operations, on some point we need to find the determinant of the matrix. Ano ba yung determinant ng matrix? The determinant of the matrix is a scalar value that can be computed from the elements of the square matrix and encodes certain properties of linear transformation described by the matrix. Or we could say this is a factor, or we could say this is an identification of the matrix values or different kinds of kung ano yung magiging relationship niya sa mga iba natin magiging computations. No? Bali, for getting the determinant of the matrix, I will be teaching you two methods or two major methods in getting the determinant by creating a basket method or by getting its cofactor. In a basket method, let's say for example, we have this kind of matrix. Meron tayong 3x3 matrix sa ating screen. We have a matrix A, which is a 3x3 matrix. We could get the determinant by getting it using the basket method. Paano ba siya tinawag na basket method? Let's see later. First step in creating a basket method to get the determinant, we need first to count how many rows and how many columns. Kasi lagi naman siyang square eh. For example, this is a 3x3 matrix. You will be adding n-1. Magdagdag tayo ng n-1 na column. Ano ibig sabihin? Kapag ang ating column ay 3, magdadagdag tayo ng 3. Anong 2? Kasi n-1 eh. If ang ating column ay 4, magdadagdag tayo ng 3 na additional columns. Saan kukuhanin yung additional columns na yun? Bali, for this, we will be adding 2 columns. Saan magagaling? You will be copying the first 2 or first 3 or first 4 columns. Dahil ang kailangan lang natin ay 2, we could add column 1 and column 2 here. I-add natin siya dito as imaginary values. We will be adding an imaginary value here coming from the first 2 columns. Meaning to say, we'll just copy the values of column 1 and column 2. Then, how could we get now the determinant? This computation requires us to get the product and the sum of, or we'll be getting the sum product of each diagonal values. Ano yung gagawin? As you could see, I'll be creating lines. Yan. Kukuhanin daw natin ang lahat ng product ng pababa minus sa lahat ng product ng pataas. Kaya siya itinawag natin na basket kasi para siyang nagwi-weave tayo ng basket. Paano siya gagawin? For example, this one. Let's check this table para madali natin siyang maalala. Lahat ng pababa at lahat ng pataas. Lahat daw ng pababa ay plus, lahat ng pataas ay minus. Yung first na pababa, ito. Yan. 2 times 5 times 6 is 60. 2 times 5 times 6 is 60. Then, 3 times 6 times 7 is 126. At 3 times 5 is 45. Kukuhanin natin ang total nitong tatlo. Ang total nitong tatlo is 231. I hope you could follow. Then, let's get naman lahat ng pataas. 7 times 5 times 3 is 105. 5 times 6 times 2 is 60. And 6 times 3 times 3 is 54. By that, ano yung total nito? What is the total value of this one? Gawin natin siyang red kasi nga sabi nga kanina, lahat ng pataas ay ima-minus. Meaning to say, ang total niya ay 200. Ang total niya ay 219. After makuha itong values na ito, after we get these values, the determinant daw natin is equivalent sa lahat ng pababa minus lahat ng pataas. Always remember, pag basket method, ang determinant is equivalent to lahat ng pababa minus lahat ng pataas. Meaning, the determinant is equivalent to 231 minus 219. The determinant of matrix A is 12. Yan. Ibig sabihin, this is our answer. If we will be asked, what's the determinant of matrix A? We could get it by solving it using basket method. Meaning, the determinant of matrix A is equivalent to 12. Yan. This determinant could be used on different kinds of computations natin na madadaanan. Kaya, we are discussing it now kung paano siya kuhanin. Basket method is easy kasi siya ay plus-minus lang. Plus-minus lang, tsaka times, but somehow, on some way, medyo matrabaho siya kasi ang dami mong i-add, ang dami mong i-multiply, and let's always remember in mathematical computations, the more operations we do, the higher the risk that we could create some mistakes or errors. Kaya, on some point, we could find different methods para ma-solve natin siya better. Yan. Doon naman papasok yung getting the cofactor matrix. Using the cofactor matrix, we could now solve for the value of the determinant considering the cofactor matrix. Ano ba sir yung cofactor matrix natin na tinatawag? Yung cofactor matrix natin is submatrices inside our individual matrix. Sa Tagalog, yun daw ay matrix sa loob ng ating matrix. Paano natin siya gagawin? First, we need to remember the matrix cofactor sign rule. Na in considering this sign rule is the upper left corner is always positive, then the remaining values nakatabi niya is negative, then positive, negative, positive, negative, positive, negative, positive. Ibig sabihin, walang magkatabi sa kanila na positive at walang magkatabi na negative. We will be using that later. Then, let's get for the cofactor matrix of each first row or column. I prefer, ang ginagamit ko lagi ay si first row. Laging ito yung aking consider. Ibig sabihin, ito yung important sa akin in getting the cofactor matrix. Some other books or some other mathematicians use this one, then getting the cofactor. Pero I could see, or we could see naman na we could get the same results naman. Kaya, as standard, I will be using this first row, as our basis for the cofactor. Paano natin siya gagawin? Ano po ba, sir, ang cofactor? For example, the row 1, column 1, yung cofactor ni positive 2 is yung remaining na hindi siya natamaan. Ano yung sabihin na hindi siya natamaan? If you will see here, na-strike niya to, then na-strike niya din yung pababa. Ibig sabihin, lahat ng values na hindi niya natamaan could be considered as its cofactor. Ano yung sabihin niyo, sir? To get ang cofactor matrix ni cell 11, di ba? Ito cell 11. Ang cofactor ni cell 11 is 5, 6, 5, 6. Ibig sabihin, ito yung kanyang cofactor matrix. So, to get the cofactor, ang cofactor matrix niya, ulitin ko, is itong apat na ito. To get its cofactor, para makuha yung cofactor niya, we need to get the determinant of this value. Paano makukuha ang determinant? Eh, di tayo ay magba-basket rule ulit. Diba? Babasket rule ulit tayo. Lahat ng pababa minus lahat ng pataas. Yan. Diba? Lahat ng pababa times lahat ng pataas. Yan. As you would see, 5 times 6 minus 5 times 6 is equivalent to 0. Yan. Ang value natin ay 2, 3, 3. Then we will be considering yung ating cofactor rule. Ito ay positive 2, negative 3, positive 3. Yan. Doon lang natin siya gagamitin sa values dito. You will not be using it sa cofactor matrix natin. Tandaan ha, para hindi malito. Yan. Gagamitin lang natin yung positive, negative rule kapag we will be using it as the multiplier natin sa cofactor. Paano naman yung sunod? Paano naman natin kukuhanin yung cofactor nito? Yan. Paano naman sir ang cofactor ni number 3 or nito? Alin ba yung hindi niya natamaan? As you could see, alin yung hindi niya natamaan? Ito ang kanya natamaan. Ang natamaan niya na value is ito at ito. Ibig sabihin, ang ating cofactor matrix is 3, 7, 6, 6. Saan saan nanggaling? Yung hindi niya natama ang value. Ito. Diba? Kita niyo ba? Yan. Meaning to say, we could now get for the determinant of this cofactor matrix na related sa kanya. Yung kanina, yung cofactor matrix related with 2. Ngayon naman, yung cofactor matrix related with 3. Dito. Paano siya kukuhanin? Eh di yun nga, kagaya nung kanina natin, basket rule, pababa, pataas. Lahat ng pababa times lahat ng pataas. 3 times 6 minus 7 times 6, we could get the value of negative 24. Yan, pagkakatanda ko. Yan, correct, negative 24. Paano naman, sir, yung sunod? Paano naman po kukuha niya ng cofactor matrix nito? Ang natamaan niya ito at saka ito, meaning to say, ang cofactor matrix natin ay ito na. 3, 5, 7. So we could say, lahat ng papaba ulit ay lahat at saka lahat ng pataas ay susubtract. 3 times 5 minus 5 times 7 is negative 20. Yan. After makuha natin yung original values at yung determinant ng cofactor, we could now get the product of each. Kukuha na natin yung product ni value ni row times ni determinant ni cofactor kada isa. Considering yung negative sign. Consider na natin yung negative sign. 2 times 0 equals 0. Negative 3 times 24 is negative 3 times 24 is 72. And positive 3 times negative 20 is 60. Normally, dapat, kung tama yung ginawa natin sa method 1 at sa method 2, pareha sila ng determinant. Kasi regardless kung ano yung method na gagamitin natin, we need to yield with same results. Para makukuha si determinant, paano makukuha si determinant using cofactor matrix? You will be getting the sum of all products. If you get the sum of all products, we could get 12 as our determinant. Meaning, using basket method and using cofactor matrix method, we could yield for the same result of the determinant of matrix A is 12. I hope you've learned something about this computation for you to determine the determinant of a given matrix. Thank you.